Hello, today we will talk about the effect of reading in teachers' professional development. We will look at article, book, blog readings, pros and cons. Then we will talk about my experiences. So, what is the benefit of reading in professional and personal development? For the sake of personal development, while we are reading professional articles regardless of the topic and the content, we develop reading strategies, practice reading soft skills, figure out and work on reading challenges, develop reading comprehension, enrich professional vocabulary, spend time meaningfully, grow as a person by other people's problem solving, and conclusion jobbing skills. So for the sake of professional development, enrichment of our professional knowledge, while reading we learn about new ideas, solutions, interesting and useful practices, and innovative resources, techniques constantly update professional perception. For the sake of cooperation and growth of professional skills, while reading professional articles, we collaborate with our colleagues from all over the world, bring their new ideas into our teaching process. Analyze the content. The effect of article book reading. Only a few studies have investigated how academic articles acting an independent variable affects LTO learners and teachers' stated beliefs and classroom practices of corrective feedback. In the study of Kamiya 2015, each teacher was given 3 academic articles to read. 3 was considered a reasonable number due to the teacher's busy schedules. Following a consultation with an expert of corrective feedback research, these articles were selected so that teachers could be exposed to different types of academic articles regarding their methodologies and findings or claims. Kamiya said that, despite such confusion, Cecile started to form her beliefs on corrective feedback. This is just an example topic. It can be any other topic too. While participating in the present study, her initial shift was indeed initiated by reading the 3 academic articles. She mainly adopted the Weibull Prescott and stated that she would give less corrective feedback, saying, "I think I would tend to give less feedback from reading this." Another participant teacher expressed her lack of confidence in the claims that Prescott made, saying, "I feel like maybe less conclusive than the last time. Whatever I said so about agreeing with Prescott." So her ideas about giving feedback changed when she read the effect of negative feedback in an article. So we can say that the accumulation of teaching experiences, perhaps due to the passage of time, make our beliefs become hardened, weakening the effect of exposure to findings from academic articles that are contrary to those beliefs. In contrast, when teachers are relatively inexperienced, their stated beliefs about corrective feedback are likely to be more malleable and fluid. So we can see the pictures of some blogs here. So as Neira Pinario indicates, blogs have become an appropriate instrument in the educational fields due to their ease of use and speed of publication. Anyone with basic digital competence can easily create and maintain a blog. Their interactive nature and their versatility. Blogs contribute to the development of linguistic, communicative, digital and social skills, as well as research skills and critical thinking. Moreover, they promote collaborative work, encourage interaction and provide a space for personal expression. So Maria del Rosario Neira Pinheiro looked at these questions. How can a blog be used for improving future teachers' practical knowledge? And what are the main weaknesses and strengths of blogs in education? So, overall, let's look at the weaknesses of reading. Firstly, it requires individualized monitoring. It demands teacher autonomy. Spatial resources are required for blogs especially. So, for blog reading, you should have computers and internet access, but sometimes you can have some problems. So it can be hard to access blogs sometimes. The strengths of reading: it increases motivation. It stimulates autonomy, responsibility, and the active role of teacher. It promotes shared knowledge building and peer learning. It follows the communicative approach as teachers use media for real communication. It develops digital and communicative skills. It is suitable for teacher training since it provides a practical case of an activity that can be adapted to different educational status. It improves literary competence by means of discovering and reading new literary texts. It develops skills related to literature teaching, selecting, reading, analyzing, and discussing the meaning, artistic dimension, and the didactic value of literary works. It creates an open space for exchanging opinions about literature and reading experiences, as recommended by researchers in literary education and reading promotion. So, summer workshop reading was mentioned in Albert Geller's article. Teachers read books, notes about teachers' professional development, so they both read and share their ideas, like reading and workshop together, both professional development activities together. So this is a unique example actually. So reading is a source of input. So texts are useful teaching tools because they provide exposure to language, and often this is natural, authentic, and contextualized. Three key parameters that, when fully aligned, maximize the power of any text for learning. So if we want to talk about my experiences, I can say that I love reading, and I have been always reading books. When I was a pre-service teacher and I was studying ELT, I read many books, coursework, blogs and articles, essays. Especially in university, I have always been writing reflections, and to write reflection, firstly we should read, why we should read, where I can mention about questions learning theory. It's about language learning, however, I believe that this theory is also valid for learning anything. If we want to be a good teacher, besides teaching, we should also read and learn to improve ourselves. That's why reading is the first step of improving by getting the input, knowing the theoretical knowledge, methods, and strategies. We can apply the information that we learned so we can experience to improve our teaching skills. At university, my life, like for improving my personal and professional teaching skills, I read many course books about learning, teaching strategies, styles, language teaching methods, classroom management methods, linguistics. Moreover, for writing reflection papers, I read many articles or essays about professional development of teaching techniques, students or teacher perceptions. Thanks to these readings, I could widen my views about teaching English. I learned many different styles, different perceptions of different researchers, students, instructions, and the other instructors and teachers. I believe that these are all for improving our teaching skills, and they can be counted as pre-service to the development process. Besides theoretical books, I also read many English books and poems in English, as I want to improve my professional skills, not only academically, but also culturally and lingually. I believe that improving personal skills in a specific field can contribute us in improving us academically as well. Especially in English teaching, without knowing and using the language professionally, it is not possible to teach it effectively. Therefore, I give importance to develop my languages as well. So when it comes to in-service teacher professional development process, I found myself inadequate. Hence, I started the ELT master's degree program at Bahçeşehir University. In MA program, I took 8 lessons, and each one of them contributed to me in different ways. Especially professional development course that I took from Kenan Bekiritaş and Fatoş Çırak made research about PD activities, and when I learned them, I started to apply them. and I saw the improvement. Especially in one of the lessons, I read many articles and read blogs that my improvement, like I can see my improvement. Then I learned my friends and colleagues' ideas. Then colleagues wrote, so I got familiar with different opinions, and I can change some of my implementations. Moreover, every week I read approximately 4 articles about English language teaching, research methods, social linguistics, and teacher development. I also read many theses, studies, researches about my field, so that I can write articles and conduct studies. I believe that article, blog, thesis readings in my MA program contributed to me. And here you can see some suggested peer reviews for the teachers. You can look at them and you can read them. To sum up, I believe that reading is one of the most significant and basic steps for learning and improving personally and professionally. So thank you for watching.